Welcome one, welcome all.
I'm a body.
The Son and I Video Podcast.
I'm a body.
Post-election extravaganza.
And guess who won?
If you don't know by now, apparently you're living under a rock. Mussolini is president. Trump won.
About to say Hitler.
No, Hitler was a socialist. And Mussolini was a fascist, so... Which, if you know anything about fascism, it really doesn't mean what people think it means. Stalin from Russia wanted to separate
Okay.
what communism really meant, so he called Mussolini a fascist. But in Italy, fascists adopted the symbol of like the hammer with bushels, which just meant hard workers backed by justice. But everything makes sound bad because if you say a word many enough times, sounds crazy. Not to say we're fascists here at the Son and I Video Podcast.
We do not condone fascism.
Yeah, I don't condone a goddamn thing because my name is none of your goddamn business.
ID.
This is Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, a.k.a.
my dumbass fucking son.
Hey.
Who apparently is embarrassed of his red hair because he's covering it right now.
What? No, I'm just wearing a new hat. Lad chop.
So yeah,
Trump
won. I think we've let it be known, or I let it be known that I am pro-Trump. Am so far a Trump supporter. I don't subscribe to the scary things that they tell me on TV, and that's part of the reason I like them is because Hillary was so force-fed down our fucking throats by Stephen Colbert and everybody I like, John Oliver, and
everyone. They would always make jokes about Trump. They're always supporting Hillary. Like, we get it. You could be funny without saying, "Hey, Trump is the devil." He's
Saturday Night Live. You can make fun of both of them. It's okay. Why is Hillary the white knight and Trump is the douchebag all the fucking time? Like, the narrative that was force-fed, I didn't like. Well, and the country voting for him, in most part, it's not old people that are going to die in the next 8 years. It was everybody collectively sending a big fuck you to the fucking, powers that be.
Secret society.
No, like the people that know everything. The politicals, the talking heads, the pundits, and especially the news. Who don't report news.
Yeah, the news gives opinions, really.
Yeah, motherfucking women on MSNBC were practically crying as they're giving the results. They're gonna die. It's not that serious. It's okay.
Hillary! I'm sorry. I had to. You have a pimple right there. It bothers you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
You got a pimple here, and on the other side of your face, you got about 15 more.
You want to go right now?
You actually have a big-ass whitehead right there.
Do you want to square up right now?
I want to squirt that shit out of my face because I feel like it's going to pop at any moment, and I'm scared.
Square up. Come on.
You're going to infect me with the plague.
Get right. Let's get right.
You've got the Black Death.
Bang, bang, bang. I would have hit you with that 3-piece.
Black Death, Mac.
Woo! You know who I'm thinking about right now? Comedians.
So I don't need...
I set it up for you.
You didn't set up a goddamn thing. You were reading over my fucking shoulder, which
Comedians.
you know I hate.
Comedians.
What about comedians?
Come on.
What about comedians?
You have a story about comedians?
I don't, actually.
You just have one.
Nope. See? Stop reading over my fucking shoulder.
How about I read over your head?
Dude, this is why we never get done fast.
Okay.
This is why every show is 10 hours long.
Okay.
And nobody fucking wants to sit through it because you be gaming and fucking playing.
Isn't that what the point of the show is? To have fun?
You have fun. I'll take it serious. We'll see how far we fucking get.
Okay.
I don't want to cover I don't want to cover this. I don't want to talk about this. Who cares? Your personal life is not going to change. The price that your weed man charges you for an ounce isn't going to change exponentially. The fucking corner store is not going to burn unless you light it on fire. and no one's moving to fucking Canada.
For
so
real.
stop that.
Everyone said that in my school today. Guys, I'm packing my bags. I'm going to Canada.
Stop.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Just be quiet.
So you're a quitter.
Because you're quitting on America.
Yeah,
What you
and
doing?
the times get hard. The times get tough. You quit. You run away.
So you do?
If the guy's that bad and you feel, oh shit, the world's going to shit or my country's going to shit, shouldn't you dig in your heels and fight harder?
For real, dog.
So that next time you're not blown out the fucking water? This has nothing to do with Trump being good. It has nothing really to do with him being the lesser of two evils. It has everything to do with people just wanting to put a monkey wrench in this fucking corrupt system. Because the truth is, Bernie Sanders should have been the one against Trump. And then there would have been no question. He would have won.
Would have been like by 9 p.m. Okay, you know,
That's
Trump
an
has
easy
lost.
fucking vote.
For real, Bernie had college kids at the fraternity screaming, "Yeah, I feel the burn."
And now college kids are running out in droves, thousands at a time, in Berkeley, getting hit by oncoming traffic because they're idiots.
Now, see, that's the type of college you need to go to. Very.
So I'm
fun.
going to block traffic so helicopters come so that my message could be spread around. But if someone comes up to me and asks me what's wrong, I have no fucking answer. I'm just going to yell obscenities at them and say how much Trump's a fucking asshole. Well, that's not really telling me your take.
You're not telling me what you're doing, man.
Yeah. I don't understand the purpose. You're mad, you're throwing a tantrum? You want to roll around the floor too? I'll give you a safe space. I'll cordon you off. I'll put a nice little rope, velvet rope, like you're at the fucking club, and I'll make sure you're safe from the world.
We'll make sure here at the Sun and I will protect you.
Fucking stupid, man.
I'll
Idiots.
protect you.
Lighting fires, busting up newsrooms, the windows of storefronts. People like you who finished college or maybe never went to school, they open those stores. Not everyone has great insurance. They got to pay deductibles. You're causing, if you want to bring the pain, you want to bring the havoc, bring it to him.
Yeah, the Secret Service he wouldn't get far though. Those people wouldn't get far.
And plus, here's a fucking kicker. Mike Pence is his backup. So before all you left people who hate guns and the NRA and all, hate violence.
China.
You know what I'm saying? But the first thing you tweet is, I hope he gets assassinated on the first day. Good luck with that.
A lot of people.
Because
I
his
know
backup
said that.
thinks the earth is 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
So if you think he's
The
fucking...
Bible is a history book, people.
Yeah, if you think he's bad,
Then he's the second
relax.
worst.
Take it down to level 2.
We'll be back at the 1800s.
Dig in your heels and get ready for the next round. If the battle's lost, the war is far from over.
Battlefield.
You acting like the world's gonna end tomorrow is not helping the situation. Cuddling up in the fetal position and crying is not helping a goddamn thing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know what would help?
So,
If we
being that the
united.
world's going to shit, we want to escape. We've been blessed with virtual reality.
For real. We don't want to see Trump anymore.
Thanks to Jackie and
my
her
good
good
mother.
gracious. Her good graces.
She's a worker here at the Sun and I, intern.
Yeah. She gets us our coffee and makes my tuna fish sandwiches. My tuna melts. She's making one as we speak. Ooh. But yeah, she Christmas came early. Want to make sure. Who really wants to stand online for Black Friday? Who knows if the things are going to be available that, she knows what the fuck we like. She knows what we want. I myself have been sitting on, grab that thing for me. Grab the big black bag. I myself have been sitting on virtual reality. Well, they can't hear me, so you talk.
He has been sitting on virtual reality, but guess what? He ain't sitting on it no more. You know why? He got it in the bag.
No, that doesn't make any sense. If I've been sitting on it, that means I've had it for a
I
week.
thought you meant you've been sleeping on it.
Sitting and sleeping is two different words.
Okay.
I know you're dyslexic, but you're hard of hearing now too.
Oh, so we doing now? We throwing shade? All right. You talk to them while I get mine.
You have learning problems. That's what I mean. You're
I
incapable
do
of
not have
learning
dyslexia.
at the rate that other children your age learn.
That's not true.
I don't know.
I got an 80 on my science test.
80's a B. That's average.
You're average.
I'm just saying.
Open the bag, man. Leave me alone.
I think you know what virtual reality is. I don't want to open the bag. I don't want to open it all the way out. But I will show you the peripherals. They can't hear me if I'm this far.
So he's basically gonna grab out the stuff that goes with the virtual reality, like the camera, and one or two of the controllers. There's only two. Yeah, the controllers.
I copped the PS3 ones because they're exactly the same as the PS4 ones and less than half the price. So I feel bad. I'm a grown ass man. I know this shit costs money. This whole set with the equipment, and I got a PS4 Pro, so that's another $400 plus the $400 of the VR and $100 for the camera. And if you don't know, you can't play a machine without fucking games.
Oh God. So what do you got in the bag?
I got games.
Dad, stop blowing my vibe right now.
You like blowing vibes, don't you? You like to blow long skin flutes and make sure the vibrations go all the way up to the nutsack.
I hope you grow new foreskin and it gets infected.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. I guess they got creams for that. I have no idea. But got a few VR games. They're all VR games.
They're very nice VR.
I copped 3. Grab me that other bag of today.
Oh, yes.
Then that was just the backup. Like that was initial.
Not these though, right?
It doesn't matter. All this is courtesy of your mom. Thank God for small favors.
Thank her.
Thank God that she is
a beautiful woman
on our team. And so even more, like I'm like, damn, you can't have a machine without games. I did all this. I traded my old PS4. I only got $150 credit. $150 towards $400 is not a big chunk. But I had $100 store credit, so that's $250 towards it.
And he did this.
And then I had to pay the rent. Jackie backed me up, as always. As always. As long as I do right by her, she does right by me.
We sleeping under a good roof with good games.
I like to joke a lot about my drug use and my fucked upness that I ran the fucking streets. But the truth is, I got a lot of good, healthy years under my belt of totally different living. And it's evident by the goodness that she reciprocates back to me with all the comic book store trips.
We got a lot of games, man,
dude, already. I think we have every virtual game that exists. Every single one.
Except Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's
enhanced. But Tomb Raider's made for virtual reality.
Enhanced.
It has the virtual reality. You could use the goggles to do it. And also PS4 Pro ready. PS4 Pro basically runs at 4K. So instead of 1080p and all that jazz, the highest resolution, it supposedly runs at 4K. Now, it's not a 4K engine or chip or whatever it is you call 4K that has to be in the unit in order to push that. Like, you can't play 4K CDs on it or 4K DVDs. But the machine's strong enough that it basically makes you think it's 4K. Like, it's pretty fucking close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not technically a 4K drive. You know what I'm saying?
That the Rise of the Tomb Raider is a special thing too, because it comes with
it could be enhanced to that capacity. And reading all the shit, sifting through all the bullshit, this and Infamous Second Son, which I've had for a long time, and another game are like the best representation
I feel Dark Souls 3
of what the PS4 Pro can do. I'm just going by what experts say.
No, I'm saying, me and you played Dark Souls 3 and it was beautiful even without.
Okay, and they said there's no difference. They say every other game that's not the 3 I said, no difference. So they're saying that they hope more games do that.
Yeah, they probably will.
Like Second Son was planning ahead really, really far. Because that game dropped initially when the PS4 came out. I don't know, 2014? When did it come out?
2014.
I'm picking numbers.
2013.
Nah, I don't think it was that long ago. But
finesse.
Finesse. Yeah. Why do I have to lean all the way back? I don't like that.
Oh, no, don't touch anything, man.
I always touch things.
That's how things break. So, I'm gonna look this up. PS4. I'll be on my call.
So yeah, I mean, we got a fucking shitload of games, and being that the world's going to shit, why not escape into the virtual fucking world? That's what I say.
You see,
We got Valkyrie, Eve.
yeah, 2013, Dad. November 29th, 2013.
We've got Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
See, that game,
Which is it's like a scary game, but you're on a train track. So it's like if you're on a roller coaster while scary people. It's a shooter game. Yeah. Batman, Arkham VR,
mystery type
which
game.
Surprisingly was only $20, but it's supposedly super short. Not fighting. You think Batman, you think Arkham Asylum, all these Arkham games. No fighting. This is like sleuth.
Mystery.
Since Batman is the world's greatest detective,
yeah,
you gotta detect shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
you know you're in real world environments.
Yo.
And being that the world's going to shit,
we want to get out. We want to be Bruce Wayne.
Well, I get to get out because there's only one headset, so I don't know.
Dad,
I don't know where you're going.
We're gonna take turns because that's what people do, right? Unless you want problems.
Take turns?
Oh my God!
Is this like Deliverance? Like
I'm not
squeal like a pig?
I'm about to say that. I'm not talking.
You're the one talking about taking turns, nigga. I'm scared now. I'm frozen.
I'll have a dog you taking turns.
I'm frozen in time. Now, this is where I get guilt because I'm eating this dude. If I tell you what was spent the first day trading in my machine for the PS4 Pro, the balance of that, the VR system, and all the peripherals you need, the camera and the fucking
light
sticks, we're well into the $800 territory. Then I forget, oh shit, you need games if you're going to have, so got a few games. Well into the $1,000, maybe $1,100 territory. I feel like an asshole. Again, I'm a grown-ass man. I know bills must be paid, and I don't like to put stress on my lady. I know she means well. It's Christmas. She loves us. She just wants us to be happy. That's all well and good.
We live once.
But months and, a long time from now when that check's a little tight and, you're doing your bills, it's like this fucking,
VR.
This GameStop bill is kicking my ass. But, the new year will come and hopefully taxes
Life
will be done.
Be good.
And whatever, so.
And we'll be saved.
I'm walking through, whatever. I'm doing my research and I'm trying to find out what's the hottest games. Do I even have the good ones? Whatever, what have you.
You have some.
And so we go to another store to try to find out if we have the goodness. And we got more games. So, and we didn't slack. These are three $60 games. We got supposedly a rigs. I don't know. It's like a sports game. Like if you're playing rugby. But with guns.
Yeah.
So you're running around a course, kind of ill. Loading human, which is like you're a human on a space shuttle, and then for some reason on your way to Mars, you just start walking around the ship, and you can interact with everything. So I don't know what that's going to be about. A tank game, which was $60. So you're in the tank. Like if you're in the tank, you could look around. You could look through the glass ceiling if something's coming to drop a bomb on you or that way. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dope the first time. I get worried because a game like that, you're in a board. It gets repetitious. But from all the reading I've done, no two campaign missions are the same. By the way the engine works and makes bad guys come out and how you get. So that's kind of interesting. And then Rise of the Tomb Raider, because even though I've had it before, there's a new game and there's an enhancement through the PS virtual reality. And why do we have virtual reality if it's not to fucking escape? So
what was I gonna say? I just realized this is virtual reality. I forget to think that we're gonna have something on our face. Yes, I say we. Or you, I should say. You're going to have something on your face, and you're going to be looking around, and you're going to be in whatever game you're playing. Yeah. Which is dope. You got to think of it. It's dope. It's nice.
No, dope is heroin grown in Afghanistan. This is just a fun game to play.
That's...
Oh.
It was a dark joke.
It's not even a joke. It's the sad truth.
Oh my god.
And of course, nothing's complete without more money to spend in the virtual world. Because who the fuck knows? There's a scary game that's out.
Ooh, here they lie.
No CD like for some reason other stores have it on CD, but you could download it off the network.
Off the network, yeah. So, I look sexy.
And that's it. I mean, he seems to think we could plug up the Elgato, and maybe we could do maybe not a live broadcast, but some type of broadcast where I could play a game or we could play a game.
It's gonna be a normal video of like how you guys are watching us, except he's gonna be in the top right corner. You're gonna see his.
So
face.
then it's not a normal video of how they see us all the time.
It's just a video. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's like a video as we upload the Sun and I.
Video of the game.
Yeah. It's going to be him in the right corner. You're going to see him with the headset on and everything. And then the actual other rest of the screen is going to be the game. And you're going to see as if you were in the headset. So it's going to have the little black lines around it so that you look like you're moving. And whenever his head moves, it's going to move in the game. It's dope, okay? I am a technician. I will set up, all right? I've worked on stages before, okay? Notice who I'm making fun of. And I got games today and the other days before. The other days, I'm not going to go get them because I'm too lazy. But I picked up that new Call of Duty. I picked up Skyrim. And I picked up Xenoverse 2 of Dragon Ball. All on their release dates.
We're just talking about escapism because of the virtual reality.
Because I want to
Nobody wants to know every fucking game you got.
Now, since I want to escape.
Nobody definitely wants to see you checking your fucking
now,
text.
If I want to escape.
Podcast. Whatever.
I would love to play some Battlefield. Go to World War I. You know, brutal. Depression. Slash your head with a little mallet. And, you know, you gotta respect the B-ball. The B-ball. You gotta respect it. So I picked up 2K17.
What? You gotta expect the B-ball?
You gotta respect the B-ball. Feel me?
B-ball?
So
is that like Mevo?
Picked up 2K17.
You mean B-ball?
Then I picked up.
No, don't just gloss over the fact that you have like, what do you have, a black scent?
Dad.
What are you suddenly a black guy? The B-ball.
Anyway.
The B-ball.
Don't listen to him, guys.
It's not language.
I picked up the
enunciate.
New, very good headset.
Use your words.
You want to go right now, right here?
No, I'm just saying. What were you saying before?
B-ball.
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 Yeah, why are you saying it like that?
I got B-ball, man.
That's not the way you speak, though.
What is a B-ball, man? How you do with a Vivo?
So.
You have a Vivo with a Vivo? And pasta martino?
Part of the votes were legalizing weed and raising the minimum wage. I think 4 states raised the minimum wage. I don't know which states because that's not the part of the story that interests me. But to break it down, Florida, Arkansas, Montana, and North Dakota legalized it in some form or another for medical use. And Massachusetts, Boston's pretty fucking close, baby. Nevada and Cali legalized it for recreational use, which is weird. I thought Cali did have it for recreational. No, you needed one of those weed cards. You needed to get, it was medical marijuana, but it's like a running joke that in Cali, all you got to do is go to your doctor and say, I have a headache, and he'll write you a prescription. So you have to get a legal, like an ID for buying weed. You won't be able to buy it in a store without that ID, and you won't get that ID unless you get a real certain prescription from a real doctor. But, like, it's a joke. Like, you could just go to the doctor and say, you know, my face hurts on Tuesdays when the moon is aligned with Pluto.
Oh, well, here you go. Here's some Bubba Kush.
Yeah, you know, yes, and that will cure you. So, ding! You know, the only one, I guess the 2 states that went downhill that didn't go the way, you know, potheads might have liked is Arizona. They voted against recreational marijuana. So I don't know if they have medical marijuana there already.
And they just don't want it recreationally.
You know, they just don't want a free nilly-willy or whatever, you know, running rampant, motherfuckers just getting smoked the fuck out. And in Maine, they're still counting the votes. For some reason, even though Maine is really tiny, taking a long fucking time to count the votes. It's almost Thursday. I mean, this is ridiculous.
We
you know
gotta
what I'm
get
saying?
it on.
Obama's about to have a sit down with Trump, and they're still counting votes. Like, why? That's weird. And that's it, man. Minimum wage is Maine, Arizona, Colorado, and Washington. They increased the minimum wage to $12 an hour by 2020.
And what was it
Dude,
before?
I remember a day, I don't know, but I remember, everyone remembers, I don't know, $5.65 an hour. And then it went to $7, and that was a big deal. And somewhere when I wasn't paying attention, because, you know, I work as a stagehand. When I do work, I am compensated very fucking well. Thanks to my union being strong. But somewhere there, it went from $7 to $10. Like, I don't know if $10 is the minimum wage in New Jersey, but like it used to be, getting a job at $10 an hour was good. It's like, all right, you're doing all right. You know, you barely finished high school. You dropped out of high school. You got your GED and you got a job for $10 an hour. You're doing good. Yeah, you're going to get a little whip. You save your money. You get your little crib. You'll be all right. I don't know. Being that the dollar's not as strong as it used to be. Went from a AAA, AA, a lot of fucking hoopla. But it's not as strong as it used to be in the world, which is why everybody likes gold. Because that's a currency that could never... the dollar's only as strong as your belief in it. If you look at a dollar from like before World War II or whatever, no, before the Depression. If you look at a dollar from 1920, it would say backed by gold. On the bottom, it would say $1. It would say you could trade this dollar paper in for $1 worth of gold. As we all know, gold is rated by the ounce. You know, they always say, you know, whatever, $96 an ounce or whatever, they do that. So it was traded equally for gold. If you look at a dollar now, it doesn't say that anymore at the dollar, at the bottom where it says $1. In the corner, top left corner, it'll say something to the effect of, this is legal tender. Which basically means it's worthless.
Damn.
It's worth as much as we believe it's worth. And it gets fucking deep, but, you know, yeah, fucking crazy shit. But it's awesome. Awesome. You know, more money is better, especially since money's not really worth what it used to be. As everyone knows, a pack of cigarettes is damn near $10.
For real.
So working $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Dang, wow, I worked an hour. Maybe I can get a pack of cigarettes. $10 an hour ain't as good as it used to be. Which is thus why it's becoming the minimum wage. Anyone that has to sustain a family or themselves... You can't have a business or a job and motherfuckers is they're working 40 hours a week, 50, 60, 70, and they can't even afford to live with roommates, let alone get their own shit. You know what I mean? It's not fair. It's not right. That's not a just and civil society. Definitely not a progressive one. So Washington is up to $13.50 an hour. Colorado is $12 an hour. All instituted by 2020, which as we know is... about 3 years away. And that's it, man. I mean, as it goes for that, the death penalty in Oklahoma and Nebraska has been initiated. So don't do anything that might deem them wanting to kill your ass in Oklahoma or Nebraska. Because the referendum declaring the death penalty is not considered cruel and unusual punishment in that state. So they'll kill your ass.
Kill you.
You know? Which, I mean, usually they do an eye for an eye when it comes to that thing. So if you kill somebody, I don't know how people feel. I don't know what young people feel. But as a man in his mid to late 30s, I'm on some shit like if you kill somebody, yeah, you need to die. Ah, well.
No, man. You kill someone, you have to be treated equal. Your safe space.
You know, like, oh, a civil society wouldn't kill someone. Killing is vengeance. Justice is putting that man in jail and letting him live out his whole days in jail. No, that's not justice. That's making us broke. Because it costs money to put him in that jail cell. To house him. To feed him. Clothe him. Having him playing basketball every day and playing spades. Fucking his cellmate. Getting to come. Getting to live a life while the person he murdered is rotting in the fucking ground. That's not justice. That's not civil and progressive at all. Not in Trump's America.
You said to get to come.
Yeah, he gets to bust a nut in another man's ass. Whether it's male, gay on gay. I mean, we're progressive. That's still sex. He is allowing, you know, he's enjoying himself. Oh, beating off. Whatever. Let's not even get gay then. For some reason, Avery feels safer if the man is jerking off until he dies. rather than pumping another man silly in his cell. But yeah, man,
like that.
that's what that is. And you know, we're gonna go where we're trying to just run through this because, as you saw in the beginning of this video, a lot of games. I don't have my PS4 Pro yet. It comes out Thursday morning. What's that? The 10th?
Yeah.
So it's the 9th. It's nighttime.
Tomorrow.
So I don't have a PS4, therefore I can't play. That's why my virtual reality's been in a box for a week. Ooh, police lights, scary.
I hate police.
But I like
man.
Trump. It was scary when he was elected. Wall Street, you know, the Dow, everything, the futures were going all over the fucking place. It mellowed out, and they're in the black again. When you're in the red, that's bad. If you're in the black, that's good when it comes to business and making money, which is why Black Friday is such a big deal. That's when basically all the stores in America make their fucking money.
Yeah, man.
Chicken tenders have been cut from New York City public schools because they have plastic in them. And when I mean an ingredient that is similar to plastic, like margarine or I can't believe it. No,
he means literal.
Literally pieces of blue plastic were found in the fucking food. Chicken tenders had bones and blue plastic found inside.
I can understand the bones, but the plastic.
Staff at the Manhattan school said bones were found in a batch of tenders that had been cleared for use following complaints. So kids or whoever were eating them kids complained about it. Somebody checked it. They said it's fine. Gave it back to the fucking kids. And then after further review, yeah, there's pieces of blue plastic and bones in this shit. Chicken tenders. So, they've been temporarily removed from the menus in all Manhattan, New York City public schools, as out of an abundance of caution. So, why tempt fate when you find bones and blue plastic in your fucking school, in your food at school? I have no idea, but they found green pizza slices.
Whoa.
And oh no, they're chucking pizza too because a lot of the pizza's green.
Yeah, it's not good. That is not good.
So officials do not say when the pizza will return to the school menus.
Haha.
But it's not looking prosperous.
Plastic.
Then they x-rayed the fucking chicken and everything. They really, checked it out, man. That is not prosperous. So, according to the Daily Mail, New York City public schools are feeding the kids shit, or bones in plastic. Not necessarily shit. That would be salmonella. That would be something else.
You just can't help yourself.
Smith & Wesson is going to change its name. We all know Smith & Wesson, not the rap group from Brooklyn, New York. But Smith & Wesson, the gun company, famous for its many revolvers and all types of goodies. I'm pretty sure they make great fucking shotguns and everything. But they're going to become the American Outdoor Brands Corporation. Which, in this day and age where even though the NRA is strong, in this day and age, guns are bad. You get a lot of shootings, mass shootings, and it makes people say, yo, why so many guns, Why do you need guns that can empty 1,000 clips in 60 seconds, Shit like that. So in a day and age when guns are bad, Smith & Wesson, that's a very known gun manufacturer, they're cleaning up the image. With a name like the American Outdoor Brands Corporation, you think, oh, they make fishing lines. They make tackle boxes and shit and what, you don't automatically think guns. When you say Smith & Wesson, you know what's coming.
You got taco.
The deuce or some shit.
The deuce.
Something's coming for your ass.
The graw.
Yeah, those. And that's about that.
It's about life.
I'm just going quickly.
Don't let it be that thing I think you're gonna do.
The 5 teens killed the kid because supposedly he owed them money for drugs. They
say
dug a grave before they lured him somewhere, and they hacked him to death with machetes. They're denying it. Of course, if you see the pictures of these fucking savages, I grew up in the projects. I'm pretty good at reading people's faces. One of them definitely looks like the killer, and one of them, the female, she got that face like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't involved. You should just believe what I say. And you know what? You're going to ask me questions? Well, I'm not really beat. I'm just going to sit here bored and uninterested until this farce is over, because I'm very much going back. She's under the illusion that she's going back to her life. These 5 fucking assholes will probably, die in jail. They're lucky that Florida is not one of those states that instituted the death penalty. Because they'd be fucking dead. That's not great, It was the setup like a motherfucker. And the kid looks peaceful. So that he owed a drug debt. What he owed you $40 for weed? What happened? It was in Miami-Dade County.
Maybe he, let me see me out. The random story. Maybe this girl was like, oh, if you get me drugs, I'll have sex with you or something, because he looks like a nerd. He gets no bitches. So, he probably was getting a lot of drugs. He probably gave them a lot of money. You figure maybe they were selling like Molly or some white girl drug, and he took all like $500 and said, I'll pay that back to you.
I don't believe none of that shit, not even a little bit. They were at one of those schools when I was Job Corps. I think VI went to it. My friend Victor Cruz, Philly, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes school ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you still, that don't mean you want to be a derelict and just run the streets. You want to do right. Maybe get your high school education. Also learn a trade. So a lot of kids from the inner cities end up going to Job Corps. It's not unheard of. You end up going to somewhere, that's a little more woodsy, little more rural, as opposed to the urban metropolis that we come from. Because I love me some concrete. I get scared when there's too many trees around me. I breathe too easily. I'm like, oh my God, there's no smog. I'm going to die. But they were at Job Corps, so at-risk students usually qualify for these programs run by the Department of Labor, if I'm not mistaken. And the kid's body was found in a wooden area, man, near the vocational training program for at-risk students. Yeah, I already know. I could write the story in my brain before I even fucking read it. All I saw was 5 kids, and then I saw the uninterested female who was crying, saying, I ain't got nothing to do with this, just let me go, in like the video of her being interrogated, and then sitting unimpressed in the fucking courtroom like, oh well. Here's a better one. Prosecutors asking her questions, unfucking interested. Oh fucking well. You could tell that they're looking at the camera, like they're not in the courtroom with them. They're still at the jail and looking at a video feed of the courtroom. That usually happens when they know you ain't getting released. Like, why even waste the gas to ship your ass to the courthouse and back? Why let you see freedom even if it's for an hour? Even if it's for the 10 minutes you're walking in and out of the fucking... Well, you're not really walking in and out of the building because they drive you into the basement of the building. Why see grass? Why let you see the local pizzeria? Even though that's worse. In a way, that's worse mental torture. To be able to go outside and then go back, it's the fucking worst. When you know you have to go back, even if everything goes good for you at the court, you have to go back to get processed to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love putting you in jail, but they take their motherfucking time letting you out. Believe that. Believe. Anyone been locked up on a Friday knows that to be true.
You gotta stay there the weekend.
Yeah. For some reason, they can't call judges at home. They're not working on the weekends. Fuck night court. That's some 80s shit. But if you're in a rural place, if you're in a place that's more small, maybe a city of 5,000 people, a little town, they'll call the sheriff or the judge on a Friday night. Yeah, Larry got a little bit drunk, got a little licked up, and whatever, and they let his ass go, whatever. But, this fucking guy looks like the killer. Come on, stop. Stop. 5 against 1.
5 against 1.
5 against 1.
Nah, if it was those 5 versus me.
And I don't like to give credence to the criminals and shit, but I'm just trying to show you, because I don't know this story. I have no idea. I didn't read it in depth. 5 against 1 already, I'm not impressed. If you're such a troubled kid, why you ain't do the one-on-one? Why you ain't shoot him the one? Somebody owes you money, knock his fucking teeth out like a box of chiclets. But hacking his body up, setting him up, setting this poor kid up.
Yeah.
Because supposedly he owes you money for what, drugs? He ain't owe you $10,000 because nobody gives that much credit. You saying? Even eventually a drug dealer goes, oh, he's not really paying back, so maybe, ease up on giving him free drugs. Let's get what he owes us first. You know what I mean? Couldn't have been a detrimental amount of fucking cash. But that was that, man. And the shit is his father said his son was a quiet boy who kept to himself and tried not to bother others. Well, if that's true, why was he at Boys Town? Why was he in that program? If it's for troubled youths. Everybody does that. My kid was the quiet one. My kid was the good one. Well, he was at Job Corps.
God forbid I was ever on the news. What would
now,
you say?
Hey, he might maybe at risk don't mean that you're a troublemaker or the class clown. You're always the bad seed. Maybe at risk is your living arrangement, that you're from a poor community. Maybe. So your schools are not that good or equipped to really pump you out of education. I have no idea what qualifies as at risk. All I know is that they left El Salvador because El Salvador is MS-13 country. They hack children up.
I take a dump, man.
They kill babies. They do ill, wicked shit. And the mother said they left 9 years ago to escape that rampant violence. She never would have thought that would happen to her here, to her son here. He was hacked up with machetes, man. So the game is hard. Avery has to go, which means what? We have to stop?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean that. I have one more. Why? So you had to use the bathroom, but suddenly you don't have to?
I have to.
Well, I just want to say that some girl, or a woman, a vegan mother, says that she makes smoothies out of her friend's sperm and swears that it's the secret to not catching the flu. So Tracy Kiss says that she ingests semen every day to boost immunity.
Wow.
She has her friend donate his sperm, which she then adds to smoothies.
We know she swallows.
She's a personal fucking trainer. That means she's passing this information on to other women. Which is bullshit, Tracy. 29 years old, from somewhere that I can't pronounce. Buckinghamshire. Maybe she's from England or something.
Buckinghamshire.
Or she or whatever, however you want to be fancy. But that's not true. You know how many Hillas travel this fine city of ours? Down Corneliuson, sucking massive fucking cock. Swallowing that load.
Juices.
And they still get the flu. I still see them at CVS getting the shot. You saying? They're not like, oh, got my vitamins, got my proteins, I'm good to go. I seriously doubt that. That's this dizzy bitch.
It's Tracy.
That's that dizzy bitch.
Tracy, man.
Yeah. She loves it. Loves it.
Enjoys it.
Alright, that's it, that's all.
Tracy, hit me up if you need me.
She does not need you. The shit is the guy's donating sperm. This fucking homo ass cat is jerking off into a cup. I'd be like, bitch, if you want the sperm,
you could suck.
You could take it straight out of the source. For the Son and I video podcast, I'm your man Eider, aka ID.
I'm Avery, aka Tommy Lee Jones.
Mr. fucking Kane to you,
aka Tony Montana.
And this has been a great time.
Tony Montana, man.
On the Son and I video podcast.
Hey, yo, I'm Tony Montana, man.
The Son and I.
Tono Montana.
Peace out, man. Keep
See.
your head up, everybody. It's alright. You're gonna live.
I can't see. All right.
You're gonna live.
I'm gonna start wearing my hat.
Not that serious. You're gonna start wearing your hat like this?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna start popping my collars like I'm a fucking jerk off.
Get out. Get out. Stop it. Get out. Leave. Fucker.
Peace out.
Gotta break my pose.
What's that? You don't have a gold grill. You look like a fucking imbecile when you do that. You know when the ISIS says infidels, they mean you. They mean jerk-offs like you.
This is a good picture.
This one's even better.
Oh no, oh no.
No, I don't know. I have no reason to do that. You're just trying to look tough where you could actually be tough. Don't do that. You're not the Illuminati fucking program. Fucking bullshit. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Bye. Love you. Miss you. Bye.